today is Saturday, September 17th, 2016. Welcome to the Survivor Fans Podcast. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is the JABBIC Part 2 for Survivor, Millennials versus Gen X.
I still want to say it the other way around, even though CBS made Probst change it.
Oh, he started saying Gen X versus Millennials.
He pitched it as Gen X versus Millennials. They're like, no, that's all wrong. It's Millennials versus Gen X.
Alphabetically, it should be Gen X versus Millennials.
You cater to the younger audience. I don't know.
I don't.
But they do, and they're there to make money. So we get this awesome TV show that we really love, and for them, it's a business. So,
okay,
right? So maybe that plays better with the target audience, the younger audience. You know, we're moving further and further away from the number one demographic for TV shows. The 18 to 49 range.
Well.
So, that's like the prime advertising
dollar.
That's long
gone for me.
Yeah. Moving on for me, too.
They don't care about me anymore.
It's in my rear view as well. Yeah. Well, they care less.
So
they still care.
I do like a lot of things. But.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's part of, we're going to get into that in the second part of the JABBIC show, the Judge a Book by its Cover show. The theme, the significance, what will the significance of the theme be during the season? You know, there's what they want it to be to get people to come in and watch, and then sometimes it crosses over and it gets a little annoying because they keep shoving it down your throat.
No, the thing, it's exactly the same as every season. It's just a thing for the first couple weeks.
It's a label, and there will be people in each tribe that, by how they manage themselves, should ideally be in the other tribe based on those labels and stereotypes.
After a few weeks, it doesn't make any difference other than they talk about it and push it in that way because that's
I think that where we end up talking about it is because when they give that theme to the editors, and we're talking about the edit, so. You see it. You see the result of that. So it doesn't necessarily ever go away in that sense, but
I don't have any problem with it at all because, you know, once they shake up the tribes, who cares anyway?
Yeah, and that'll happen pretty early on, but this isn't about our views on these things.
That's true. We've already given our views. We should probably shut up now.
Yeah, now it's time to share some viewpoints from some other Survivor superfans.
So I did want to just say thanks, Madsumo, because On the Grill just really
kicks it off.
Gets me going.
Yeah, definitely. It signifies the beginning of the season for us when we take this wild guess, just looking at the covers of all these new castaways and saying, oh, you're going to do awful and you're going to be wonderful and I'm looking forward to you and I'm really looking forward to when you're voted out.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how right or wrong I am.
Yeah, that too. And that's part of the fun of getting in on this, starting to learn who the castaways are early on in the season when there's 20 of them, like we have here. So in our last episode, which for us was podcast episode 961, this will be 962, we talked about the castaways and went through their bios. We did the broad strokes, and we gave our opinion of how we thought they were going to do. Now it's time to turn it over to the super fans and see some other perspectives and see how that played out. And if people are looking forward to the season, some may not be. Sometimes the theme really throws them off, or other people get really stoked about it and they see some castaways, they're excited to see how they're going to play, see if they'll live up to their expectations.
And then there's me who just generally ignores it. It's Survivor.
Okay, for someone who generally ignored it, you put a lot of effort into this.
Yes, because it's what we do.
Yeah.
But I personally just don't care much.
Okay, all right. And I'm sure that's the case with a lot of folks.
Yeah.
But this is how we kick it off and get things started. And Now it's time to check in with the other fans. First up, we've got a call from Pete. Yeah. Let's see if we get a woohoo.
Hey, Joanne and Stacy. This is Pete from Boston, and I gotta let loose, baby. Woo! Woo! Yeah. So glad Survivor, Millennial versus Gen X. It's back, baby, as Probst would say. So let's get cooking. First, the Millennials. Adam, love Adam. I think he has potential to be a very solid player, a la Spencer, a student of the game, but worried about that thing with his mother being sick, and worried that he may have to be sent home, like how Terry Dietz went home in the second chance season. Hannah, my homegirl, is clearly a clone of Aubrey, a la Cochran as well. I think she has potential to be a solid player, but I think it's going to be very hard for her to fit in. Figgy is going to be the manipulator, the flirt, a la Poverty. She has a chance to go far, like you said, Stacy. Worried, though, she may not see a blind side coming. Michaela's the time bomb, a la Jatia. She might be one of the first ones voted out if the Millennials somehow lose. I like Jay. I think he's going to be the one that's going to be the villain. I like Taylor, snowboard, surfer dude. Oh, my hair looks so good, Jeff. Oh, but he's not going to have a clue what's going on. He's going to be a follower, but a beast in challenges. And then Michelle, don't care too much about her. I think she'll be a flirt as well. Not as good as Figgy. She'll be a coattail rider. And Maury, I think, is going to be a gamer, but I just don't think she understands the game too well. And Will, my name is Will. I'm the youngest ever, to play Survivor, but I'm too young to know what's going on. Yeah, Will's going to get blindsided by his own ego. You watch. He doesn't know what's going on either. Love Zeke. Zeke is going to be the big character this season. Everything he brings is just fantastic. Hey, I'll do an impression that I think Zeke will do. Hey, what is that palm tree made of wood? Oh, love Zeke. Zeke is going to be quite a character. And for the Gen Xers, Sunday, if she starts having these crybaby moments like Lisa Welchel, I'm going to pass out. Rachel is just an old, well, I don't want to say old, but a prima donna who I don't think she understands the game too well either. Curious to see who this, bully she was talking about. Paul is going to be a big character, but I think he's going to have a hard time fitting in because he just won't shut up. So I don't know. Lucy, same thing. Lucy's going to be too much, I think, too abrasive and too aggressive and too bossy. I think she'll be one of the first ones out, or it might be that girl Jessica Lewis. I don't think she understands the game too well either. Ken, I don't know. He seems all right, but again, the way he was talking, he just seems so full of himself. I think he's just going to be a low key player. And David, worried David could be. I don't know if there is. Let's pray there isn't. The quitter. I mean, I'm hoping David can achieve his goal. I mean, he is achieving his goal by being on Survivor, but to have no outdoor experience, why are you even on the show? Cece, I think is going to be a good player as well, but again, and I think she might be the younger version of Sari if she plays her cards right. And I like Chris and Brett. I'd love to see those two work together, the lawyer and the cop. That could be a very good duo. But I can't wait, Joanne and Stacey. It's going to be an epic season, and I can't wait to see how the first episode is going to be. As a cyclone, I heard, hit Fiji. Wow, that's Survivor first. Woohoo, though. I love seeing Survivor history. The best damn show, period. Woo! So glad Survivor's back. And you hear Probst said about the Idols in his interview with Dalton Ross? Curious what you guys think. Take care. care.
All right, great to have you back. Thanks, Pete. What do you think about the new idol twist? Do you recall what it is?
Oh, they're going to hide it in plain sight,
Yeah,
basically?
yeah. He said somebody had an idea on how to hide the idols in nature, and it's brilliant. And it's really fun because you're going to get a clue, and it's going to say, yes, there's an idol somewhere down amongst these shells. Good luck. And you're going to look out on a beach full of shells, and you'll not be able to figure out which one has it. How could a shell possibly have an idol? You just got to work. You got to think, says
Or
Probst.
a clue.
Yeah. Well, you get the clue, and then it tells you that it's in plain sight.
Well, I thought maybe there was even a clue around the shell, like attached on the
Well, that's what-
underside underneath the sand.
I don't think that's what they're saying. They're saying that that'll be the idol hidden in plain sight. But you got to reason out, okay, which one of these are they going to use? Is it going to stand out in some way?
They could all go up there with hey, here you go. Here's a seashell. Is this it, Jeff?
Well, and if several of the new castaways have their plan, if they have their way,
Huh? Yes, sir.
they're going to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good deal. Thanks, Pete. So I'm looking forward to seeing that play out. I like them trying new, fresh things with the idols. For the longest time, they were so easy to find that people were finding them all without clues. Mm-hmm. So I like that they're putting this extra effort and getting more creative, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this pans out.
How that plays out.
Yeah, as well as seeing how some of these folks who came in with strategies to give away, help others find fake idols, how that'll integrate into this. And Probst said that he believes that there's an evolution of the strategy, a step up in the strategy again in the gameplay again this season. So I'm hoping it may have something to do with those plans.
Well, let's look at it this way. It can never be worse than Jason's stick.
There you go. Good deal. Next up, we got an email from Tyler in Utah. Joanna Stacy, I'm so excited to be sending in feedback again. It's been a couple of really good years of Survivor. My thoughts on this season. I'm not that surprised that so many people in their pregame interviews guess the old-young tribe split, because when you think about a season like Samoa, another season with 20 players, you only have 3 older women in Betsy, Shambo, and Laura. In this season, you have 5. So I don't feel like it's too hard to figure an age tribe split when you're prepping for the game. I don't really like anyone on the Gen X tribe. Maybe it's because I'm 21 and a millennial. That being said, I don't identify with a lot of the millennial things, but I'll save that for another podcast. Long story short, I think a lot of the characters we're going to care about this season are the millennials. With that, I hope we don't have to put up with too much of Taylor. I just feel like he's a ratchet bro, and I don't think he's totes sicky nar. If you couldn't guess, he annoyed me a lot. The other one I didn't care for was Hannah, who just feels like a poor man's Aubrey. Let me say this. She's trying way too hard to be funny and self-deprecating, and look how that worked out for Cochran his first time. I generally have good feelings about the rest of the cast. I definitely won in on the JSFL side challenge, but I'm probably going to come in dead last because I can't see a winner. So I think I'm just going to go with Jay, since he'll make it to the merge in all likelihood. Make a great day. Thanks, Tyler, and I suggest you start.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, and start practicing your singing. I think you've got a future in the side challenge for us. Yes. You might give Aaron a run for his money.
Oh, Stacy's been practicing his.
All right, here we go. Next up, we got audio from Parker.
Hi, it's Parker in Indiana, and I am going to be talking about the cast of Survivor Millennials versus Gen X in alphabetical order, not tribe order. Adam, I liked him in his videos, so I hope he goes far, and I'm rooting for him. Unfortunately, I think he'll psych himself out because he wants to win the game so bad. Brett, I think he'll make it far. Not sure if he'll be a great player, though. Chris, I think he'll go out early because he'll get in an argument because of his personality. Sandra, at this point, I'm not sure about her. David is probably my favorite person out here. He reminds me of Cochran, so I have him as my winner pick. Hannah, I don't think she'll go far, but she might go to the end as a goat. Figgy is going to be either the Abby Maria or the one Michelle of the season. Jessica, I think she'll make it far. She has a good story, and I think she'll be a good player. Justin, I think he will be the next Joe Anglim or Rue, so I'm not too excited about him. Ken, he'll probably go, but he won't have a great strategic play. Lucy, I'm not sure about her yet. Mary, I think she'll go far, but I'm not too excited about her. Michelle B, I think she'll go out early. Michelle S, she'll either be a great player or a complete goat. Paul, he'll be a Rupert or Big Tom, but not as likable. Rachel, she'll go out early Sunday. I think she'll be the next Susie from Gabon or Lisa from Philippines or Dawn from Carolina. He'll probably have a bromance with Justin, but I think he'll be more like a Malcolm and actually have strategy. Will, I think he's going far. He's really smart. He'll be good in challenges. Also, his voice is really, really deep. Zeke, I really like Zeke. I hope he does very well and has a great gameplay. Hopefully this season will be great. I can't wait till the premiere.
Excellent. Thanks, Parker. Great to have you back. Next up, we've got email from Jack in California.
Hi, Joanne and Stacy and all you Survivor fans out there. I participated in the listener feedback a little bit last season, and I'm going to try to make an effort to participate a lot more this time around.
Awesome.
With that said, I am excited for this new season to start, and here are my thoughts about it in some of its castaways. I really like the theme they're going with for this time, and it seems like it will be a generation war for the ages. Being a millennial, when I look at this new cast, I find myself liking the personalities of the Vanua tribe more than the ones from Takili.
I'd go with Takali, but either way's good.
With that said, I think that Brett could come off a bit strong and push someone the wrong way, which could lead to his downfall. I really like Paul. He reminds me a little bit of Rupert, and I hope he plays well and makes it to the merge, but I don't think he will last very long after that. As for the Vanua tribe, the players that stand out are Mari, Zeke, and Adam. I think Zeke will bring fun and great energy to the tribe. Mari will be a player and will make it far. She's used to winning and losing games because of her occupation, and I'm considering her to be my USB in the game this time around. Take care, and I can't wait to hear everyone else's feedback. This should be a great season. All right, thanks, Jack. Up next, we have an audio clip from Rashmi.
Hello, Joanne and Stacy and all my friends. July 2016 was so special. I got to meet my JSFL buddy Kimberly in Tokyo. We spent a couple of hours and found that we shared quite a few interests, including a love for Survivor. Kimberly is absolutely gorgeous, and I also love Japan. And this was my third visit to Japan. In honor of my meeting with Kimberly in Japan, I have chosen Mari Takahashi as my USB. The fact that Mari is high on Stacy's annoyance scale is a bonus. My bold prediction is that Gen X will lose the first challenge and either Brett or Jessica will be the first boot. And I'm sure I'll be totally wrong. Now, I'm looking forward to the new season of Survivor, JSFL, and hearing from all my wonderful Survivor friends. Sadly, this year I'll be watching Survivor alone because my younger son, who used to watch with me, and I had convinced him to play JSFL last time, has moved to the US. So it's a bit sad. I've also been watching 3 long episodes on 3 consecutive nights of Australian Survivor. Don't get me wrong, it's good fun, but I feel I'm getting Survivor fatigue. Sometimes by Wednesday I have already forgotten who got voted out on Sunday. And I hope this doesn't spoil the fun of watching my normal Survivor, because then it will become 4 nights. I might have to drop something, but I can't drop playing JSFL. But the plus side is that there are quite a few people at work who do watch the Australian Survivor, but still it's not the same. Anyway, congratulations to Joanne and Stacy on acquiring a new fur baby. Some baby pictures, please. And so lovely to hear both of you again. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks, Rashmi. Great to hear from you too.
Well, if we took a picture right now, will have changed by tonight because
he is changing rapidly.
It's very rapidly.
I had to take him back to get a booster shot today, and I must have heard something wrong between last Saturday and this Saturday because he had gained a pound.
I
basically.
think the tech last week, she didn't cut his nails right either, so I think that she measured him wrong or something, or weighed him wrong or something. But he was.
He did that when we first got him.
1 pound when we got him.
Right.
He's now 6.1.
Yes. Yeah. He's growing like a weed.
He was solid black, and now he's solid black right in the face. If those beautiful big old green eyes aren't open, you can't see his face. It just disappears. He doesn't have one.
Well, I think the transformation that got us and the vet, everyone at the vet,
they were shocked.
Anyone who sees him is he's got this skunk stripe now. He went from being
I wouldn't call it a skunk
solid black to he's got like a white stripe down his back now.
No, it's not a white stripe. That's misleading.
Well, you're telling this to the colorblind guy, so
well,
go ahead.
yeah, but it's silver. It's like a silver streak. It's not white because when you say white, you think there's like a solid white streak. It's not like that. It's just these silver streaks mixed in, right down his spine.
I guess a picture
and
would
out
help,
to the
like
tip of the
Rashmi said.
tail.
Huh?
But you can't capture him well in a picture.
Yeah.
He's so dark. He doesn't photograph really well to get all of them. But we'll try.
Yeah, we'll find something.
We'll try and put
there.
one on the website.
Thanks, Rashmi. Next up, we've got audio from Samantha.
This is Samantha, aka Survivor Rocks from Texas. After going over the cast videos, 6 stand out. Paul, fun spirit, entertaining. Now, I thought this rocker is just a big old teddy bear. Then he confirmed just what I was thinking. Adam, fun, smart. I'd like to see what he could do, but hoping he doesn't make an exit too soon because of family matters. Michelle has a good head on her shoulders. She was brought up right. She will work well with Generation X if given the chance. Michelle, calm, easy to get along with. Brett, observant, and a good listener. Cece, a fighter and a go-getter gal. Biggie will do well in challenges, and she's a free spirit. Hannah seems fun, but goofy. Maybe a little too goofy. Maybe a little too annoying. I can see her really annoying people out there. Maury, sneaky, snake in the grass. Now, my first thought was villainous. And then she confirmed just that. Watch out for Maury's attack as she strikes from behind. Will, cocky. Now, I tried to like him, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I can see him teaming up with church girl Michelle. I'm on the fence with Will. Zeke. Now, Zeke says he's smart and he's fun and he's a real Richard Hatch. And, well, I just didn't see any of that in Zeke. Taylor, adventurous. Jay, now that bro goes all out. A sweetheart. Chris, hard worker, experienced, a real hard nose. David feels and looks familiar. Now, I loved Malcolm in the Middle back in the day. It was one of my shows. Will I love David? I don't think he'll be able to cut it on Survivor, though. He'll be like a fish out of water. With the physical and the social, that's a double whammy. Ken, sensitive, maybe too sensitive. Lucy, willing to work, camp worker. Rachel, goofy, easy to reel in, pull the wool over her eyes, easy to manipulate her. She could be part of a big blind side. Now, I was surprised at my reaction to Sunday. Now, I was getting a Kathy O'Brien vibe. In case you hold a candle to Kathy, I like Kathy, but will I like Sunday? We'll see. I can see her making Final 3. Now, I had the least reaction to Jessica. She has a soft side and a hard side, but I didn't get much out of Jessica. Now, I'm Generation X, and we're not brainwashed, but actually the last of our kind. These millennials, you got a lot to learn. A lot of Bible and religious talk between some castaways. may be some conflict with that. You want to win Survivor? Then outwit, outplay, and outlast. Earn it. Own it. Then you will deserve it.
Excellent. Thanks, Samantha. Next up, we got email from Josh, the plush moose from Massachusetts. Dear Joanne and Stacy, the summer's over, JABBIC is here, and a new season of Survivor's around the corner. As Pete from Boston would so eloquently put it, woo-hoo! Or as I usually say, welcome back, everybody. I've watched cast videos, listened to podcasts, and read some articles. I'm not going to go person by person, but I do have some strong impressions about this upcoming season and a few of the players. Individually, I'd say that roughly half the cast look interesting, and that I'm looking forward to seeing how they fare. We also have our share of recruits, mactors, and moms on vacation. I'm not too excited about most of those. Thanks to CBS's commercials, I can guarantee that this season will have a record number of evacs, but not in a way we've seen before, and the record is unlikely to ever be broken by future seasons. As with many long-running shows, Survivor has its tropes, and that's crystal clear in the casting for this season. At first glance, a number of the tribe members appear to be knockoff versions of prior recognizable players. The character types I noticed include Cochran, Wu, Joey Amazing, Lil, and Colton. I hope I'm wrong because I've already seen how those games played out. And speaking of tropes, enough with the themed Survivor this versus that seasons. I've noticed that it seems to be a self-fulfilling prophecy which leads to early gameplay that's predictable, narrow, and a bit lazy. I'm definitely not looking forward to hearing the phrase participation trophy parroted a dozen times or more per episode. As always, the game can't be won on the first day, but it can be lost. Depending on how the first challenge goes, what alliances are made on day one, and who makes themselves a target while building the shelters, I predict that the first vote off will be Paul, Sunday, Zeke, or Michelle. Got it narrowed down to those four.
I just figured out who Michelle was. You forgot to put the roster up.
I did, yep. I'm betting that the producers shuffled the tribes at 18 to make 3 tribes of 6. I bet you're right, Josh. In a shocking twist, Jeff will have something for the tribe that finishes last in each challenge. Participation trophies. Now look, you did it. You brought that phrase back. My JABBIC Final Four is Hannah, David, Michaela, and Cece, with Michaela being the sole survivor. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thanks, Joanna Stacy, for all you do. I can't wait to hear what the other fans have to say. Thank you, Josh.
These different predictions.
Yeah, a lot of different angles to consider. Good deal. Let's keep it rolling. Next up, with our resident contrarian, let's check in with Rhonda.
Hi, Joanne and Stacy. Hi, everyone. It's Rhonda from Portland. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great summer. I have been a little too involved in other stuff to pay much attention to Survivor, so I don't have a whole lot to say about this show, but I wanted to leave some feedback because I know everyone cares about me talking about other stuff that's not Survivor, right? Right. Okay. No, I will talk a little bit about Survivor. The tiny little bit that I have paid attention to, I just want to say, I know, big shocker to everyone, I hate the theme of this season. I really, really, really hate it. I am I suppose, proud member of the Gen X club, being 45 years old. And, I don't care. I never walk around my life thinking, I'm Generation X, and that means whatever the heck it means. Does anyone else do that? I don't do that. And I certainly don't think I work harder than young people. I mean, come on. This is stupid. And just like everything else, I'm sure it'll be gone right away. But not before we have Jeff saying, well, you're older than this person. What does that mean to you? Anyway, it wouldn't be a Survivor season if Rhonda wasn't on here complaining, right? Okay, so the people that I like are Zeke and is it Adam? Yeah, and then on the Gen X, God, I just want to punch myself for saying that tribe. I'm not even sure that I like anybody on that tribe, but I'll tell you what, the big shocker here too. it's not going to be too tough to look at Ken after he starts growing a beard and getting a little dirty, right? Joanne, am I right?
Yep,
I really don't even like him, though. It's going to be like Reynolds all over again. It's just going to make me sick, but I won't be able to look away. Oh, boy. And I'm not going to play JSFL because I have found that I have a little bit more fun when I don't play it. So I'm not going to pick a winner because, doesn't matter. And Joanne and Stacy, congratulations on your new kitten. I am sitting in a bathroom right now looking at the two little ones I brought home yesterday. Their names are Crab Cake and Brisket, and they are number 16 and 17 for me for this summer. Wow. So that's pretty exciting, and I hope everyone else is doing well. Can't wait to hear the rest of the feedback, and we will talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm with Rhonda. The labels, they don't work. It's
Nah.
if you want to look at someone, you look at results. Who gets results? That's what's important. The labels don't mean anything.
They're still all individuals.
Yeah, I think there was a study that came out this last week talking about how inaccurate stereotypes are, and it supports that basic concept she was reinforcing there.
Yeah, I've never been into that my whole life. So
yeah, probes seem to think like Gen X's weren't comfortable with technology. I was writing code on the first computer that I bought in 1980. Right, I started learning BASIC then on my computer at my home, and then I was writing assembly code, probably 6809 assembly code 2-3 years after that. I wrote my first game that a group of people played, and I worked on and had fun, all that kind of stuff that he probably associates with the millennials. I was doing all that when I was in high school in the 80s, in the early 80s. So I had a Palm Pilot, and then the Trio, and then
back when you were
the flip phones, and no, that doesn't work that way. Back when I was younger, right? And then all that. I've been heavy into tech and games since I was quite small.
Yes, you spend quite a lot of time playing games.
Yeah, I don't.
And love it.
I don't identify with being a technophobe by any means. I've made my career off of technology. So I'm certainly with you on that one, Rhonda. I find some of these things silly, but it works for them, and we get more shows. So I'm good to go. Thanks, Rhonda. Next up, we've got Drew, Charlie, and Adelaide.
Hey, Joanne and Stacy. Hey, everyone. This is Drew from Utah and Charlie and Adelaide from Utah. Say hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Good job. Mommy's out running right now, so we're just going to do a little recording. We're getting close to the deadline, so I have to do some JABBIC and fast. Okay, I'm just looking at the roster. May or may not remember what you guys had to say, so this is going to be just flying blind. Okay, we'll start with Takali. Let's see, Brett, merge. Cece, no merge. Chris, merge. Jury, no, just merge. David, jury. Jessica, no merge. She looks kind of annoying. I don't know why. Ken, merge, but probably out right at that point. Lucy, no merge. Paul, no merge. Rachel, no merge. Sunday. I think she's going to be on the jury. I think she's going to be good for jury drama. Okay.
Wow.
Now that's it for Takali. That might have been my fastest ever for a tribe. So let's go to...
Can I say it with you?
You want to say it with me?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Boop.
Oh, thank you for that contribution, buddy. Let's keep going. Vanua, whatever. Adam, merge. Figgy, no merge. Hannah, no merge. Jay, merge. Her name is Hannah. Does she have glasses on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jay, yes, merge, because I think he is that type, like you said, Ozzy, Joe, Malcolm, and so he'll be strong. Okay, Mary, she will be merge, and Michaela will be merge. Michelle will be jury, and Taylor will be jury too, and maybe Taylor will be final four. Will be no merge, and Zeke will be merge. I don't know, it might be... That's the recording. It might be colored by what you guys were saying to think that he'll be final four, because just based on the look of him, I don't really go for that mustache. But I'm going to say merge for him anyway. So I got to do final four. Seems like I have a lot of people in the merge, but that's how I do. So for the final four, I'm going to say Ken, Cece? Baby said Cece, and I don't know where she got that, so I'm going to go with Cece. Ken, Cece. Yeah. Taylor and Z. I kind of hope it's Gen X because I think the millennials are going to make me crazy. Oh, I guess I better pick a USB. Maybe at this point I'll go with Adelaide and say Cece. Why not? Even though I think at the first I said I didn't really like her. Well, you know how it goes. Anyway, that's it for us. Charlie, say hooray!
Hooray!
You so excited? Yeah, we always watch this after you're in bed anyway. Oh, and P.S. We, like you, were also recently adopted by a stray cat. He's also pretty young, and he seems well taken care of, but no one in the neighborhood seems to know where he came from, and he kept camping out on our back porch, so we thought, and we've been talking about getting a cat anyway, and he's really sweet, so that's been fun, huh? All right, time's up. Baby, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Talk to you later, Joanna Stacy. Can't wait to hear everyone else's feedback. Help me, please. I'm always terrible at JSFL. Bye.
Thanks, Drew, Charlie.
Yay,
Thanks, Adelaide.
Another kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a cat person. I've never understood cats. We didn't have cats. I've always been a dog person. So the first week I was just pretty much in shock. But I don't understand cat. But we're learning.
Yeah.
He's teaching me what he wants, and
Yeah.
actually, I just treat him like I did the dogs for the most part.
That's true.
And he already will come. He'll come when I call him,
Yep.
and he will sit for a treat,
Yep.
and he will play fetch.
He just did that on his own from the beginning.
Yeah, he just. But we've encouraged it,
Sure.
and he loves to play fetch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, cool. He's like a dog. All right. Except, he does other things when he chooses, and he doesn't always listen to no. He'll get down and get right back up.
Yeah.
It's like, get off of there.
The dogs never took a flying leap off the couch up onto a 6-foot
I've had to let go of a lot of that.
cat tree either, right? So,
I know. Well, he's already been to the ceiling.
yeah.
Jumping from the cat tree up on top of the bookshelf to the ceiling. So
Yeah. It is different.
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. Thanks again. Next up, we got email from Brandon in Brooklyn.
Wow, guys, I can't believe the summer's over and Survivor's back. Me either. I'm not really sure how I feel about this season. The theme is weird because it sounds like it's another old versus young season.
Yep.
I think the millennials will get along better together in the beginning than the Gen Xers. I just feel like there will be some Gen Xers that will be weird, and no one on their tribe will like them or respect them. I really like Zeke and Michaela. I loved how Michaela had so much drive to pay off her student loans so early. I think Zeke will be phenomenal. When I saw his photo, I knew he would be a schemer. I hope he doesn't stand out and get himself into trouble. My final four is Zeke, Michaela, Sunday, and Figgy. I don't like Sunday, but if this MOV isn't the first one out, then she will go deep in the game.
Interesting.
I'm not sure who I want for my USB until I listen to everyone else. Also, this might be a spoiler, but CBS said something happens on day 2. I just wonder how that will affect the mentality of the castaways and who can rise from this.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Up next, we have an audio clip from BrandonA.
Hey, what's up, Joanna, Stacy, and Survivor friends? This is Brandon from Cleveland. Very excited to have some Survivor again and to have some more Survivor fans podcast in my life. It should be a great season. I'm really looking forward to the Millennials versus Gen X theme. And first off, when it started, you know what? I thought of myself as a Gen Xer, but when I did the research, I found out that I was a millennial, and I was kind of horrified, because I've always associated this generation with a lot of negative things myself. But after I've gone over the cast, you know what? I think I like the millennials a lot more. My winner pick is going to come out of the millennials, and I find myself rooting for a lot more of those cast members. First off, I'll just say my winner pick is going to be Mari. I'm sorry, Stacy. I think she's got what it takes to get a win. I think she's going to be smart, sociable, game savvy. I think she has a good chance of making it far. I'm also definitely going to be rooting for Adam and Sunday because I feel like I can relate to both of them a lot, as my mom is a breast cancer survivor. I mean, obviously, I can relate more to Adam as being the son of somebody that had to battle as opposed to actually having the issue myself. But I'm really rooting for those two, obviously, on that front. And I love the fact that they're both fans, and I think they have some game intelligence. But I like Adam's chances a lot better than Sunday's. I don't think Sunday has a shot in this world. She might be first out, too, as Stacey alluded to. And if not, I see her as somebody just being dragged. I don't even think she has the level of game that Lisa Welch did. And I give Lisa a lot more credit than maybe, Stacey does, but I don't think Sunday even has that level. Like I just said, I really like Hannah. I'm rooting for her, but I don't think she has a shot either. I'm not seeing the Aubrey or Cochran upside, but she does look like a lot of fun. Zeke is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see him play. I just hope he doesn't play way too hard. It looks like he might and get himself in some trouble. I like Michaela a lot from the bio, but at the same time, it looks like she might be too serious for a survivor. I don't know if she's going to have enough fun playing, and you have to have a level of easiness and easygoingness, I guess you would say, going out there to play with a bunch of people, and the conditions are already so hard. Like, you can't be adding to it with a lot of negative energy. So, for that reason, I can't pick her, but I kind of like her mindset about life with a lot of things. Overall, I just think this is a really neat cast. There are people I like a lot more than others. There are some things that kind of scare me a little bit about this season. I feel like this cast is going to provide a lot of fodder for, I guess, religious, bashing, I guess you could say. I'm a devout Christian myself, and I feel like the way some of these castmates say they're going to play, I think they're going to do stupid stuff or not do anything, just play completely a GOAT-ish type of game where fans are going to kind of be frustrated with some of the things they're doing. So we'll see how that turns out. But, I like David Wright a lot, too. Again, I don't think he has the best attributes to win, but I very much like his personality and all that good stuff. Think he's going to be great TV. So a lot of people I really like this season. So I'm just looking forward to seeing it all. Of course, I'm going to do the JSFL challenge, and I hope Aaron continues his losing streak just because, man, that dude is awesome. That dude is awesome. It's a shame I have to root for him to lose just so I can experience more of his awesomeness. But anyway, I look forward to hearing everybody else's feedback. Talk to you guys next week. Peace.
Hey, what's up?
What?
Brandon didn't really talk about any eye candy this time.
Oh, he didn't, did he?
He's usually got a crush on somebody.
He's not crushing on anyone this time.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mari. I think Mari would have a chance if the tribe was a bunch of people who didn't know Survivor. There's some super fans on her tribe, and so they'd have to get rid of them.
Yeah, but she's smart. She could get in there and get what information she needs from them. She could bring them in.
Maybe
hold
if
them
they
close, get what information she needs, and let the target stay on them.
Possibly, yeah. If they reveal that, some of them don't plan on, revealing that particular aspect.
Oh, please.
I think she might have a chance on level ground. That's all. This isn't level ground.
They're not going to hide that they're fans.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
All right.
It's
Thanks,
gonna
Brandon.
come out.
Next up, we got email from Nicola in Lexington, Kentucky. Hello, I don't have much to predict except my dismal JSFL score. It was great to finally hear your voices, and I look forward to hearing everyone's feedback so I can make some picks. Hope everyone had a wonderful summer. We did here in the Bluegrass, spent lots of time with family, took a long trip to England, spent a night on the floor at the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Good times.
In there.
Now we're ready to get into our fall routine. See you on the couch, and JSFLers, may the odds be ever in your favor. Thanks, Nicola. Next up, we've got a call from Kenny.
Hey guys, it's Kenny from Dallas. I hope you guys had a great summer. I wasn't too far from you, your neck of the woods, when I was out of Tahoe for a wedding this summer, and haven't been there in a number of years, and it's still spectacular how beautiful that place really is.
Yeah.
A little bit more on that later. I really have no idea who's going to win this season based upon the previews that the players have given. I guess there are some we could eliminate when their mom's on vacation or they come across as unusually abrasive. I must say also there must have been some dads on vacation that have been on that show too. Jimmy Johnson is the one that comes to mind immediately. He was, I guess, a coach on vacation or celebrity on vacation. But not only the moms are, I think, go there for the ride. I'm feeling old. Gen Xers versus Millennials. When are we going to have a baby boomer edition? I guess it'd be tough to compete with the younger people. Maybe baby boomers versus AARP, but I guess some baby boomers are AARP already.
Yep.
I think there should be a baby boomer edition. You don't have to go out of the country. We can do it at Lake Tahoe, someplace in the forest there. It's beautiful there. Get away from the island surroundings. And they could actually have it as a spin-off. It'd be fun. I really don't know who's going to win. And I think for a USB, I know I don't compete in your contest, but I think a suggestion I might have is you can have a USB based upon your JABBIC, but also have a USB based upon after the first episode. Some you've seen them in action for at least the first episode. Maybe have that as a side bet. I'm trying to think back how prominent Michelle was in the first episode last season. I'm looking forward to it. It's all these cast of characters, and I always think it's a great show, and I have high hopes for it. Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Kenny. Don't let Rhonda put you off. It's fun playing JSFL. You should come join us. There's still time.
I think it just stresses Rhonda less.
Yeah. Next up, we've got a call from Jen.
Hi, everyone. This is Jen in California. Well, here we go again. It's been a long wait, but we're finally less than 1 week away from the premiere of a new Survivor season and a new season of Survivor Fans podcast, and I can't wait to get started and hear what everyone has to say because I have absolutely no clue of who I think could come out as a big player this season. Now, I've listened to some things and watched a couple of videos, and the only two that stuck out to me were Nicola on the Millennials tribe and Cece on the Generation X tribe. They both just seemed to have a good energy. I just kind of liked the things that they had to say. I never felt really over the top about either of them, though, but I don't really feel over the top in terms of confidence about any of the contestants this season, which I think bodes well. I think the field is wide open. Joanne and Stacy, you were talking about the photos that they used for each survivor, or particularly with Lucy. Well, I like Rachel's photo. She has a nice smile, and so I'm going to go with that. Rachel is on my top 3 list. But other than that, I got to really be honest with you, I got nothing. This season is a blank slate for me, and I am a blank slate at this time as well. So needless to say, I'm looking forward to hear what everybody else's impressions are about this new cast and who you all think is going to just rise to the occasion and pull out the win as sole survivor. And although I don't have a clear favorite going into the beginning of this season, I will just say that I hope someone from the Generation X tribe wins sole survivor. I do have just a small bit of team pride there, being a member of that generation myself, and then just simply being someone who is 40-something. People who are in their 40s are not generally cast in large numbers on Survivor seasons. Now, I could be wrong, and there could be more than I think, but I don't go back looking at like the ages of everybody. But it seems to me that there are always a lot of 20-somethings, 30-somethings, and then you jump up to the 50s, and you have like the old member of the tribe. And individuals in their 40s are kind of sparse. So I'm just kind of getting a kick out of having more than one or two there. Anyway, I'm just babbling at this point. I'm excited to be back. Joanne and Stacy, I'm really glad that you're back. I can't wait to hear everyone's voices again and hear all your thoughts. And here's to the beginning of another hopefully great season of our favorite show. Thanks. Bye.
Excellent. Thanks, Jen.
I think it could be more interesting going in with a clean slate, don't you?
You're more open to being surprised and
Yeah, you don't have the
delighted.
expectation or
Sure.
disappointment factor. You just go in open and go,
Sure.
okay.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Next up, we got an email from JK in Rhode Island. We're getting an update on her strategy for how to pick a winner.
Hi, Joanne and Stacy. It was great to hear your voices again. My list is true judging a book by its cover. The only factor I used was whether they looked annoying or not. Only 5 people made the list that were not annoying. With one, I just couldn't figure out, Hannah. When I read the bios for the 5 in Hannah, there were 3 remaining who were not annoying, and again, I couldn't figure out whether Hannah was cute or annoying. Here's the list of not annoying people. Mari, Michaela, and Ken. Plus, I'll add Hannah if she's not voted out first. I would also like to add that I myself am annoying, so it takes one to know one.
That's awesome.
All right, thanks, JK.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out over the season.
Yeah, maybe just that simple.
Next up, we got audio from Jeremiah.
Hello, Joanne and Stacy. Hello, Survivor fans. This is Jeremiah Panhorst here with my JABBIC predictions for Season 33, Millennials versus Gen X. Well, first of all, I do want to say I'm okay with this theme. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on it, but I think it should be interesting to see these two generations play each other. I know that the name sounds a little quirky to say, but other than that, I think it should be a really good season. At least I hope so. Now, I will say on the surface, looking at the two tribes, I do think the Millennial tribes is much better than the Gen X tribe. And I'm not just talking about the fact that they're much younger, obviously, and stronger. I just mean general as in players. There's a lot more Millennials that I think could do well in Survivor than the Gen X tribe. Now, since I am from the Gen X generation, obviously I hope I am wrong, and these guys will prove me wrong by doing very, very well. Now, let's start off with the Millennial tribe. People I have making the merge at the moment is Adam, Jessica/Figgy, Justin, Myra, Taylor, Will, and Zeke, all making the merge, leaving that Hannah, Michaela, and Michelle currently not making the merge. And I have this tribe, Michelle, being my potential first out on that tribe. My 4 favorite from the Millennial tribe will be Adam, Jessica, Myra, and Zeke. For the Gen X tribe, making the merge, I have Chris, Cece, David, Ken, and Rachel making the merge. Leaving, not making the merge, Brett, which I'm a little disappointed with, Jessica L, and Lucy, Sunday, and Paul. That's a lot of people not making the merge. My 4 favorite on this tribe is Chris, David, Cece, and Ken. My first out person I'm thinking about selecting at the moment is Sunday because I think Gen X tribe will probably lose. My final 4 is Zeke, Jessica/Figgy, Cece, and Myra is my final 4, and I have right now currently as my USB Zeke. So there you go. There is my predictions for this particular season. Oh, and I do throw in my prediction for someone being medevaced out is Adam. I get this bad feeling that he may get a phone call about his mother and have to leave. So there's my prediction for that. But overall, that's pretty much it. Obviously, Stacy, I'm looking forward to beating you in the side challenge, so that should be fun. But really, my summer has been crazy busy. I've been getting my house ready for sale. It looks like I will be moving to the Southern California area, and so I'll be much closer to you guys. So I've been busy, but I'm very excited about the new changes in my life. But I'm more excited about a new season Survivor. I cannot wait to hear what everybody else has to say. Joanne and Stacy, I hope you are doing well. I hope the listeners are doing well. I will have my full cast review on JP Unplugged pretty soon. I'll share that in the Facebook group. But otherwise, that's it for me. You guys take care, and I cannot wait for the season to start. Bye.
Outstanding.
Well,
Thanks,
it
Jeremiah.
won't be long now.
Yeah, right on top of us, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Next up, we got email from Aaron, who is now in South Korea. Hello, Joanna and Stacy. Hello, Survivor fans. This is Aaron, formerly from Williamsville, New York, Granville, Ohio, and will now be writing and leaving voicemails from Busan, South Korea. I would have left a voicemail with me singing if I could figure out how to call back to America from here. I think there's a different format. Once I learned that, I'll be singing the Shake It Off parody a cappella, as I do not have any recording equipment yet. Okay, we're looking forward to it, Aaron. Right now I'm in South Korea as a teacher, but I would eventually like to pursue the arts and see what I can do in the music, K-pop and all that. I'm doing pretty well so far, and I'm excited to see what this next chapter holds. Who knows? Maybe I can be like Malcolm and move back to America with global experiences and a much better application for Survivor. Yeah, I think that sounds awesome. Great. As for this season of Survivor, I'm actually pretty excited to see them go back to Fiji. It was a nice location, and some of those challenges both on land and water are still stuck in my head. Remember the Meike challenge and the time Michelle Yee fell off the platform? The cast looks like an interesting bunch, but I'm going into the season with no expecting for my USB. Hopefully you all will give me some advice. I'm going to get some sleep now. It's 4 a.m. He sent this right before we started putting the show together.
We're like, hey, we haven't heard from Aaron.
Yeah, and I still haven't adjusted to the 13-hour time change from Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, Joanna Stacy, for all you do. I'd love to compete in the challenge, and maybe I won't lose this time. We're all cheering for you, too, though, Aaron. Ever since I came in third place overall in One World. Uh-oh, I hope this doesn't bode
I don't know.
Poorly for me. He's saying
I think you did
if you come in third overall. So he came in third overall in One World. He said it's been all downhill from there. Maybe this will be my year in season. Decline, yeah, this could be it. I think he's telling me, he's giving me fair warning. Talk to you all soon. Thanks, Aaron. And next up, we've got audio from Paul.
Hey, Paul, Louisiana here. And first off, it was great to hear the two of you again. Secondly, it's great to be back. Okay, let's get on to this. There's a lot to say here. Brett, well, I just didn't care for him initially because of his look. In his picture, he looks, kind of soft. But his video changed my mind completely. He's a contender for sure. And Cece as an insurance adjuster has to be able to handle people. I like her a lot, and I liked her video as well. She's very down to earth. She's a current favorite of mine, but I'm on the fence about her. Now, Chris reminds me of Louis C.K., and his video ruined it for me. He acts so tough, he gives off a caricature vibe, and his toughness will get him voted off quickly. After the merge, of course, but soon afterwards. Now, David can go either way, but I'm hoping that he does well. My only issue is that he's just so darn clean in his video that it scares me to imagine him being dirty and having to deal with it. He also looks like the father of Mork and Mindy. Jessica, her smile wins me over, and I even loved her video, but it doesn't change the fact that she's just a very likable MOV that won't last. And Ken, he's going to be self-centered and annoying. Merge, but that's it. Lucy, she's better than I thought at first because her picture is truly a mess. She's still got a plastic look about her that I can't trust, but she's less plasticky than Rachel is, so there's that. Still, no merge for either of them. Now, Paul, well, some people have picked their USBs based on having the same name as a player, but no. It ain't happening here. That video. Put down the fake microphone already. This guy is going to be obnoxious. Or rather, this guy is obnoxious. And Sunday is a completely different person from her biopic. Just not in any better way. She's actually far too dainty for this and will be uncomfortable to have around. On the other tribe, the Gen Xers, we've got Figgy, who I'm on the fence with. I disliked her at first, but after the video, I've changed my mind. Then there's Hannah. My first impression was not a chance. But after watching her video, I've done a complete 180 on her. I love her, but she scares me because of her ties to Max, and she is a little off-kilter. Okay, Jay, he's going to be lackluster. At least he looks like a guy in his videos. He's a little too cocky, and I suspect he'll be cut down to size. He'll make the merge, but that's it. Michelle. Now here's a woman I desperately wanted to like, but I just can't do it. She's going to have blinders on and see only what she wants to. There's no way she flirts with anyone. If she shows any sexuality at all, I don't know what, but I will be very shocked. And Will, the kid who sounds like Rick Astley, not a chance. Far too young. Far too young. Does he even know how to drink out of anything other than a juice box? Now Zeke, man, I want to like him, but he's so over the top, and I'm worrying that he's going to be annoying. I really want to like him, but his video actually turned me away from him a bit. So, it looks like my USB will be between Brett, David, and actually Zeke and Hannah. Then there's Cece as the long shot that I want to root for. And then there's the Gen X tribe in general. I can't wait to see how they get along because none of these guys seem to be leader material. Could this help promote unity? I think it might, but I know it'll be interesting to watch. I guess that's it for me. I can't wait to hear what everyone else thinks, and it's great to be back. Take care, everyone. Bye.
I think Michaela's gonna. Thanks, Paul. It already got me going.
Yeah.
I think Michaela's gonna maybe step up as kind of the boss leader, and that's what's gonna get her in trouble.
Interesting.
Out of that group.
Yeah.
Though I guess Mari could. She's the oldest.
Yep.
But I don't know that she would.
She's gonna try to be in the background. I don't think she's gonna step up. She's at least got that much awareness. Mari's not gonna. I don't think she'll do that. She won't go for. She knows not to go for the bossy role. So I love that for Will. I think if I were out there with Will, I would call him Juicebox. Hey, Juicebox, go get some more firewood.
Oh, yeah, you'd be like first vote out, Stacy.
I get everybody calling him Juicebox. Someone get Will a Juicebox.
Honey,
he needs a nap.
I hate to tell you this and burst your bubble.
Yeah,
you would not be on their tribe.
At some point, I would.
Okay, maybe.
I didn't say out of the gate. There you go. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Paul. Hey, we want to thank everybody who took the time to send in your thoughts or just to say, hey, welcome back, and let us know that you're out there. We appreciate that. Like we frequently say, we don't know you're there unless you let us know. So thanks for giving us your thoughts and predictions, and thanks for checking in. We appreciate it. And hopefully this will help some of us with our JSFL picks. It's certainly given me some new things to consider, some new angles. So I like that. And certainly looking forward to that first episode, 90 minutes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, and if you want to play JSFL this season, be sure to register and make your picks before 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday the 21st. That's when the site will lock down for the start of the season, and no one will be allowed to play after that time. If you haven't played before, please read the official rules so you'll understand the rules of the game. And I'm going to say this one more time. Every season we have people who start out with no USB 24 because they forgot to click submit. Don't be one of those people. Actually, let's just not have anyone do that this season. So after you choose your USB 24, go to your inner picks page, and if they are not in bold, then you don't have a USB 24. So do it over.
Yeah, verify. Good tip. And if you want to be in that side challenge with me, you need to send us an email telling us that you want to join the JSFL side challenge before the first episode airs. But remember, if you lose this challenge, you'll be required to perform something chosen by the winner of the side challenge. And we will only add you to the list if we get that email. Right now, we have Aaron, Jonathan, Cold Mike, Jeremiah, BrandonA, and Tyler who are joining me. And don't forget to check out the link on our website to Paul's roster for this season to help you keep everyone in track.
Yes, that would have been nice to have as we were going through this.
Got a hiccup here on the second one. Well, we had some technical things that we were dealing with getting started, and I didn't get it all together. So I got focused on a technical issue and forgot it.
Practice quite a few times to get
we got to
just right and adjust some of the new microphone and
the rust off. Off. I guess I shouldn't make excuses.
Our little rig over here.
But yes.
And actually, I would like to say our boy has been an angel. He's been quiet and just sleeping quietly. And
this is prime nap time.
I know. We got smarter because last time we finished up right at supper time.
Yes.
And he was letting us know, like, hello.
Let me out. Yeah.
Usually he's out, but when we record, we've decided
we're not quite
that wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, how that would play out right now.
He loves to jump on Daddy and bite him.
Yeah. Well, and there are a lot of wires.
Climb him and all of that. He
all these wires out around us for
you
the
barely
mics
let me
and
move
headphones.
over here. I can't imagine him over there.
Yeah. He'd be bumping into stuff left and right. Maybe
true.
when he gets a little older.
Well, you hear every little bump if you touch anything.
Mhm.
You're always like, don't touch your finger. Don't move.
Stop twitching.
Stop twitching.
Or tapping me for emphasis
I know, I
with
do
every
that.
word.
Quit it now.
That's what it feels like when you do it. I can't
Well,
concentrate on
I have
running
my
the
arm
show.
around you and
Yes.
you're right. I do that. He's right. He's
Yeah.
not lying. I do that.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's get
Okay.
back to it. So, new season starts on Wednesday. We've done our JABBIC. We've done our early look. Hopefully, we'll get our interviews squared away this week. We got to reach
Still
out and
like
see if we
Brett.
get to do that.
I keep thinking.
Yeah,
he
well, you
can't
heard some
get there, but
reinforcement for that. You should go with it.
well, so far I haven't changed my mind, but I want to somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at everybody again. And,
I'm like several people. I'm leery of the Gen X tribe's chances.
yeah, me too. That's why I didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
But I just kind of liked him, or at least I think I will like him.
Mm-hmm.
And but I also think that's what'll get him voted off.
There you go. You got to weigh all those things.
So yeah, I still got to
Yeah.
look at everything.
A
and
lot
see.
to look forward to. Good deal. You ready to wrap it up?
I am.
Yep. Looking forward to Wednesday.
It's coming very quickly now.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
All right. Have a good one.
We'll see you back here on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.